Now today, we're doing a special modification video. If you are working through the Shift Shop with Chris Downing and you've gotten to the core workout. If you have diastasis recti, other core injuries or lower back injuries, the modifications on that video are not going to work for you. So this is an additional video that you can use, and in fact what I've decided to do is to let you just do this with me in replacement of that one 12-minute video on Shift Shop, just so you're not having to shift back and forth. You've asked for it, you're welcome. These are exercises that you can do instead to actually strengthen the inner core muscles and help the core muscles heal and pull back together, as well as maintain a healthy back and maintain all the way around. If you do have diastasis recti or a core injury and you attempt to do the exercises as shown in Shift Shop, you will make your injury worse, and it will be very uncomfortable. Like when you have that kind of injury and the muscles are apart and then they start sliding against each other, it is a terrible feeling. It can cause hernia, and so we don't want any of that to happen. Nobody does. So that's why I've created this video here for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through 9 exercises, just like he does in his video, that you can use on a core basis. Now, if you're not already working through the diastasis recti recovery system, it's really important that you do that as well, because without that structure of the system, the muscles are not going to work as well together, and your daily activities, what you do outside of these 12 minutes, is just as essential, if not more essential, than what you are doing for these 12 minutes. You can wreck these 12 minutes in the 30 seconds after this workout if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing for that injury. I take it very seriously. It's my life's work. Okay? So, by the way, my name is Carrie. I'm Carrie Harper, and I'm the creator of the Diastasis Recti Recovery System. I am a master trainer with Beachbody Live, and I love all things Beachbody. So I do these additional videos to help you and my other clients that are working with diastasis recti and other core injuries, which are extremely common, but they go unaddressed for the most part in my industry. That's why I'm addressing it. All right, so I'm going to turn the timer on, and you're going to start in the side lying series. Side lying means that you are lying down and never do a sit-up, right? You know that. So use your hands to get down to a side lying position. Head is on your bicep. You're going to tuck your tailbone under you until you feel the front of the core muscles kick on, and you're lifting the side body out of the mat at the same time. Once you get there, you're going to straighten out the legs and bring them about 45 degrees in front of you. Keep your head and shoulders down, hip over hip. Everything is nice and stacked and strong. And here we go. So what you're doing is you're lifting and lowering the arm and the leg towards each other, exhaling as you go and inhaling on the way down. You're not allowing the side body to press against the mat. Instead, you're pulling all of this up and in, scooping the navel up and under your rib cage. Exhale here, inhale as you get longer. Keep it under control. If you're having trouble with your range of motion, just shorten it. You can shorten it here by just bending the elbow and the knee. That means we're switching to the other side. Notice I'm using my hands to help me get there. Walking it down with the hands, head is down. We find that position, and then we begin. And we're breathing. Controlology is what it's all about. You're controlling the muscles in the center of the body, not letting them flail around or push out or down. Once they start pushing out or down, you're doing the opposite effect of what you want. And you exhale here and inhale, and we have a little break as we switch positions. Next exercise is going to be lying on your back. Move onto your side and then roll onto your back. Head comes down, shoulders away from your ears, tuck your tailbone underneath you, core muscles pulled in, button the bottom of the ribs down, and tuck the tailbone under you enough to where you just feel a light touch on the mat. This exercise is going to be a modified single leg stretch. So you press and down, press and down, press against the leg, set it down. Now every time you press, you should feel something happening here. You should feel this chain of events happening, strengthening your core and pulling the muscles up and in. Exhale as you press, shoulders stay down, head stays down. You're switching sides on each repetition and giving yourself enough time on each repetition to feel that press against the leg and against the hands. Good. And then you turn onto your side to pull yourself out of that position. Next one, he uses the twisted cabbage patch. We're going to do the single leg circles from a seated position. You're going to love these. All right, so you're sitting down on your sits bones and you have your hands by your sides for support. Chest and shoulders are open, but the navel is pulling up and in, and you tuck the ribs down so that you're not doing that. No synchronized swimmers today. You're going to extend the right leg, and then you're going to lift it up, and you're going to start drawing little tiny circles. Now this is tough at first, so give yourself breaks by setting the heel down when you need to. That 30 seconds is a really long preparatory 30 seconds unless the timer just stopped working, which is possible. Here we go. Turning it, turning it, turning it, exhaling, 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 exhaling. Good. 4, 3, 2, hold, set it down, slide that foot in, put the other leg out, body is nice and tall, lift that toe, and begin drawing a circle with the leg as much as you can. Set it down when you need a break. When you're new to this, you're going to feel it more in your thigh than in your core. Find that core, set it down, draw it in. Okay, and then we're going to go to all fours. He does the plank arch here, which is an awesome exercise. All we need to do is change it to an all fours exercise. So the knees are underneath the hips. You pull out of the shoulder joint, hands are under your shoulders, back is nice and long, neck is nice and long. Open the chest and shoulders and push your weight into your feet. That part's really important. That causes this to turn on. It gets kicked on, it gets stronger as soon as you push your weight into your feet and out of your hands. That's a bit of an isometric. We're going to extend the right leg, and when the exercise starts, you're just going to draw a big upside down U or an arch with that leg. Another long 30-second setup here. So we're concentrating on the isometric until we begin. Breathing. Here we go, drawing that arch from side to side, from side to side. And when you're doing this, you're trying to not rock your hips or your shoulders. You want everything from the waist up to remain the same. You're just moving from the leg, which causes all of this to have to stabilize you. And then come to the center, set that down, and shoot out the left leg. At the same time, you're pushing your weight into the right leg to stabilize you. Pull the tummy muscles up and in. That can't possibly be right. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then draw the leg in. Have a seat, go onto your side to get back onto your back. And we're going to extend upon that single leg press that we had been doing. So instead of pressing at this time, you're going to pull it in and the other leg is going to be out straight. You're going to notice that a little bit of space happens between your back and the mat now, which is fine and normal. Just take your time in this exercise and keep everything pulled in. If you have a hard time pulling it in, have both feet flat. That reduces the range of motion here and it helps keep everything nice and solid. Breathe into your back. Use your lungs. Body is nice and strong. Pressing down into the long leg and about to lift the bent leg into the chest. Exhale to pull it in. Inhale, lay it all the way out. Other leg comes in first, then draw it in, exhale, and then set it down nice and easy, not allowing the tummy muscles to push out at any time. So if you need to, what I often do is I put my hand right here to make sure that it's staying in. If it can't stay in, don't even lift the foot off the floor. You can just slide the heel in and out. Paper plates help with the sliding motion. And then set it down, turn onto your side. Use your arms to help you sit up.